People are getting nervous, and they're starting to get prepared. What's up, BlindViews? How's everybody doing today? That's right. People are getting nervous, getting a little scared, and they're starting to be prepared. They're starting to stock up again. That's right. Some things are just very, very scarce. Hard to get, if you can get it at all. Other things are starting to dwindle as well. So, what are we going to do? And why is it happening again? All right, well, let's get into it a little bit. Well, the first thing is the obvious one. It is the Rona. That's right, the uncertainty of this thing. Well, we had it, and then it started to decline, and it was under control, and then things started opening back up, and now they want to shut things down again, and people still aren't working. Unemployment's running now. People aren't having money. And people are starting to worry. How long is this going to go on? Am I ever going to work again? How can I manage? If there's a bunch of other people that aren't working, well, are they going to come searching for things when they need things, if you know what I mean? Are they going to come kicking in my door and trying to get the stuff that they need from my house? And then we have the elections. That's right, the elections are coming. People are panicking. They're seeing these left-run states turning into chaos, turmoil. And then these leaders, these governors, these mayors, these city council people with the big D in front of their names, they're going, well, yeah, let's take all the money from the police. Don't come over here, Mr. President, be sending stuff to, no, we don't want no federal aid. We don't want no police entities here. We're going to let our people run to the streets and burn our city down because that's what we want. That's right. The folks with the little D in front of their name. Remember, it's the city councilmen, all of them there. And this is what they're doing. And people are freaking out. Well, if you got Chicago, that is, 24 people shot in a 24-hour period. You got the knuckleheads in New York doing their damnedest to destroy that city. You got, well, we won't even talk about the West Coast. We got California, which that place is always a mess. We got Portland, Oregon. We got Seattle, Washington. And it's just, and we're talking months in a row, over a month, every single night, chaos. And the leaders, that's right, the political leaders with the D's in front of their name, and they're standing up going, it's cool. It's all right. Let them express themselves. Let them burn things down. Then we have the St. Louis people, the Missouri folks. Yeah, remember the couple that the peaceful protesters that broke down their gate, came onto their property, said that they were going to kill them, their dog, live in their house after they killed them, and then burn their house down, who stood out in front with guns telling them to go away. Yeah. Now, the leaders of that place, they released all of the rioters that got arrested. Yeah, they let them all go. But the folks that stood in front of their home, defending their home, their property, they're the ones that are going to go to jail or possibly go to jail. Yes, the folks that stood at their house on their property obeyed all the laws. Now, the gun handling wasn't the best, but obeyed the laws. Said, this is my house. You're on my property. You're not peaceful protesting. You are threatening me. They are the ones that got charged. The rioters, the peaceful protesters who left peacefully protesting on public streets and sidewalks, who came onto private property and threatened violence and death, those people that got arrested, they were released. Yes, those folks with the D in front of their name. Yeah. So people are worried. Is this what's going to happen? Is this what's going to happen? If I'm sitting in my home and a bunch of thugs and terrorists that run down the street and they're burning down my neighborhood and they kick in my door, I have to lay down and wait for them to shoot me and just hope an ambulance shows up because we know the cops ain't going to come because you defunded them. There are no more police. People are worried. So, because of this, people are starting to stockpile again. Right now, if you would like to go buy a weapon, a handgun, shotgun especially, and other things of that sort, nearly impossible. Next to impossible, ammo. Even if you do manage to buy a gun, you're not going to have anything to shoot out of it because ammo is almost exactly the same thing, extinct. Now, sure, you can go buy the most expensive. You can find the most expensive or rare off-the-wall weird guns. Yeah, they're around. And same with the ammo. Some obscure off-the-wall crazy, yeah, that nobody uses. Sure, you can get that. But try to find a 9mm or something typical that's typically used. Doesn't exist. It's gone. Shelves are bare. Notice in some of the grocery stores that some sections are starting to thin out again. There's even bare spots. Things are getting crazy again. So yeah, between the virus that is going nowhere, people not having jobs, and unemployment possibly running out, hanging on the whim of a stimulus check, which what's $1,200 going to do? And then all these folks with the D's in front of their name running around letting people destroy their cities and actually marching with them, letting them protest themselves, because that's what they're doing. They're protesting themselves. If you're in a city that the mayor, the city council, and the government is all, yeah, defund the police. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, we're with you. Well, then why are you in there rioting and going crazy? You're actually protesting yourself. It makes no sense. But people are worried because if we look at places like Baltimore, Maryland, Chicago, Illinois, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, LA, St. Louis, Minneapolis, Minnesota. We start looking at all these places with the D's in front of them that are run by people with the D's in front of their name, and they're just sitting back going, don't you dare send federal officers here to protect federal buildings. If we want to burn them down, we're going to burn them down. So people are starting to worry. In November, if the president stands up there and he has a D in front of his name, is that what the entire country's going to be? Let them just run amok. They're just little toddlers, and they got to hold their breath, throw themselves on the ground, and stomp and kick until they get their own way. We just got to let them do it. Eventually they'll calm down, because if they don't get their own way, they're going to run through the house and smash the dishes and throw their toys and slam doors and tell mommy that, we hate you, you just ruined my life. And that's what's going on. So people are worried that when we get a leader who's like one of those mommies who tells little Timmy, now stop it, Timmy. Now stop it, Timmy. Now I'm going to put you in timeout, Timmy. Now stop it, Timmy. Now, Timmy. Yeah, if we get one of those leaders with the D in front of their names that says, hey, why just stick to these certain little states that let you run amok and burn shit down? I'm the leader now. The country is yours. Go kill each other and burn this motherfucker to the ground. But that's what people are worried about. That's what's going to happen. And that's why you can't find a gun. You can't find ammo. And people are starting to stockpile goods again. Anything in a can is going to be hard to find. Water, toilet paper again. I guarantee. And remember, you heard it here first, because this is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.